All right, and back up with Dallas Mavericks with the number 15 overall pick in the 21-22 EBL Draft. The Mavs have selected shooting guard Joze Vidic, shooting guard out of Slovenia. He is 20 years old, about the same size as the pick before with the Kings, 6'4", 217, so he's got a nice little base on him. And I do like Vidic. I think I liked Sesame's pick of Yogi a little bit more than I do like Vidic. Now, obviously, Legion didn't have a choice. Yogi was gone by that point. But Vidic, when you're drafting a shooting guard, BB is about the base minimum for what I want. If not one scoring attribute stands out, I don't want like a B minus B. I don't want a BB minus. I definitely don't want a B minus B minus. BB can turn into something here. You got to hope that A potential is real. He comes in with good defense already off the bat, though. He's got the A- defense. If that A potential ends up being real, then we could be looking at an A+ defender within the first 2-3 seasons, which is never a bad thing to have. You just really hope that scoring goes up, at least one of them. Even if he sticks with B inside, you hope that outside goes to BA- or BA. Obviously, BA is huge. If the inside goes up to B+, A-, and the outside stays B, it's not ideal. But if the defense, goes up too, then you're looking at still a solid player. I think he's got a good base, and he was one of my top shooting guards left available. I think he was a good kind of 1A, 1B to Yogi. But Vidic, I did maybe had him a little lower than Yogi just because of the scoring. I think the extra plus that Yogi had inside is big for potential scoring purposes. So definitely not a bad pick by Legion here. And if they needed a wing, which they did, I don't know if there's really anyone better left. Again, I have thrown my draft board out the window. It got changed way too much, and so I'm really just not referring to it at all anymore. We're just kind of keep ripping these off as we go, and I go, oh, maybe I did like this guy better than Vidic and Yogi, who got picked earlier. So, we'll see as the draft goes along for that one, but definitely not a bad pick for Legion here, and not a bad pick for the Mavericks. They keep going, getting different positions here in this draft. They got Gage Everard. They got... they made the trade for Larry Kong at small forward. They already have Kobe Osborne. They already have Sammy Mellis, So I like what they're doing here. They're definitely drafting position of need, and I think they're getting close at least to best potential or best player available at the point when they're picking. So like what Legion's doing here, and spoilers, we're going to talk about them here and again in about 2 seconds.